In traditional yoga, we have asana or posture practice, which has the purpose of taking care of the body, taking care of any aches and pains, opening it up, and really preparing the body to be able to sit in meditation or to be less of a distraction on the path. Pranayama is a separate practice that comes after asana practice. So it could be done in that sequence. If you do some kind of physical exercise in the morning, you do your pranayama right after, and then you do your meditation after that. And the reason for that sequence of events is pranayama prepares the mind for meditation, just as asana prepares the body for sitting. So pranayama starts off pretty simple, just getting a good feel for breathing and connecting with the diaphragm, which is the main engine of breathing. So if you've taken pranayama classes elsewhere or breathing classes for stress reduction, you may have been taught to breathe in such a way that you can feel the belly expand. And so that's one aspect of diaphragmatic breathing. But other aspects are the sides of the belly expanding, which can especially occur if we're sitting upright in such a way that the hip flexors can relax and the tailbone can drop. And my teacher, Richard Freeman, describes this breathing pattern as inflating the kidneys. So if you imagine your kidneys hanging from the back of the diaphragm around your lower back, it can be quite subtle, but you can get a sense of breathing into your lower back and breathing out to the sides. There's going to be a little bit of movement in the belly probably, but it might not be this giant belly bulging breath anymore. It might be more that the belly has a little bit of movement, the sides of the belly have a little bit of movement, and there's a gentle feeling of breathing into the lower back. And so for our purposes, we'll keep it really simple today. There are some really advanced pranayama techniques that involve holding your breath that have become more popular with Wim Hof in the last few years. We'll start with the simpler stuff today. So get really comfortable sitting upright. If you feel that you're contracting your lower back, that's a sign of perching forward. So you may need to move further back onto your seat so that the pubic bone lifts in the front and the tail can drop in the back, softening the lower back region. Let's make some gentle movement with the spine. So as you inhale, roll your shoulders up and back, lift the heart, lift the ribs. As you exhale, reverse that, take the shoulders forward into a slump and lower the chin down. Inhale, lift the heart, roll the shoulders up and then back, opening your chest. And exhale, shoulders forward into a slump, pubic bone lifts. Now, in this slumping position, we'll pause and take a few slow breaths. Let your chin drop down. And see if you can feel the back of the diaphragm expanding. Just imagine you could breathe into your lower back around the lowest ribs. In traditional text, this is described as breathing up the central channel or connecting with the apana, the best of the round back pattern, and blending it with the prana, which is the pattern of inhaling and expansion. On your next inhale, just imagine you could breathe up the spine, start to lift the heart, and then lift the chin at the end. On the exhale, reverse it. Take the shoulders forward, drop the tailbone, look to your belly button. Start the inhale there. Begin to lift the heart and ribs. End of the movement, try lifting your chin. Exhale, shoulders forward, spreading the shoulder blades, rounding the back. And do a few more at your own pace, just feeling your way through these movements. Last one. And then upright sitting. So for this next technique, it's called Nadi Shodhana. We'll take the right hand up, index finger and middle finger come into the palm. The little finger and ring finger stick out, thumbs out. And then we place the thumb over the right nostril. I'm going to very gently touch it and pull the skin down a little bit to fully close that nostril. So if you take an inhale through your left side, the right nostril is obviously not letting any air in at all. And then take an exhale through your left side. Now place the 2 fingers on the left nostril and just barely open it. Take a breath in through your left. The nostrils barely open. Notice the flow slowing down. Take your time with it. And when you're done, take a slow exhale. And we'll do a few more through that same nostril. See if you can slow the inhale down to more than 5 seconds. And then same with the exhale, slow it down beyond 5 seconds. And then relax when you're done, resting the hand down. Let's take a recovery breath with both nostrils open. So full exhale, you can gently engage your abs. We'll repeat that exercise now. Take your right thumb over the nostril, pulling the skin down. Left nostril just barely open. Inhale through the left side to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your breath. Switching nostrils, fully close the left, barely open the right. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale through the right. And stop at the top. Hold your breath. Switching sides, slow exhale through the left. Slow inhale through the left. Right up to the heart, and then hold the breath. Switching sides, barely open the right, slow exhalation. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale through the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the breath, switch sides. Exhale through the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then relax down. Bring your right hand to your knee. We'll take a few slow recovery breaths through the nose. And so it's very common to run out of air on the inhale, which actually means that we're doing maybe one of 2 things. Probably both, is that we're trying too hard to breathe in too fast, or we're not following the exhale out all the way. So following the exhale out, creating that empty space is the key for creating the space for the inhale breath. So let's try this together. We'll take a breath in, and then take a slow exhale. You can do ujjayi breathing with a soft whisper in the throat. At the end of your exhale, do an extra puff sound. Hold your breath, and then relaxing your belly, let the air in really slowly. Barely any effort in the throat. So your breath could make no sound at all. In ujjayi breathing, you usually make an ocean sound, and that means that we're creating tension in the throat to make that sound. So if you think of that tension as being like 80% of your available effort, in pranayama, dial it down to 1%. And then with practice, you can slow the breath to about 10, 20-second inhalation, 10, 20-second exhalation. So let's go back to Nadi Shodhana again, taking the right thumb over the nostril. And we'll start by exhaling through the left. Relax your throat. And then placing those 2 fingers over the left nostril, slow breath in through the left. Let's count to 8 this time. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Opening right nostril. Exhale right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extra puff. Inhale through the right, soft belly. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. Switching sides. Left nostril barely open. Exhale nice and slow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll do another set. Inhale left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. Switch sides, barely opening the right. And exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Extra puff on empty. Hold the breath. Relax your upper belly. Slowly let the air in. Hold the breath at the top. Switch sides. Last one. And then finish off with both nostrils barely open, breathing in really slowly through both. Use your fingers so they're just barely open. Hold the breath at the top. Bring your right hand to your lap. And then see if you can suck in a little bit below your navel to create this floating pot. So I'll show you my stomach here. Instead of bringing it up here, I'm softening, just creating a little vacuum above the pubic bone. And then slow exhale breath, gently tensioning the core. Now with a little bit of tension in your abs, try taking a slow breath in. You can feel the upper belly and the sides of the ribs with your hands. See if you can feel the breath moving laterally out to the sides. Slow exhalation as well. And take another slow breath there. With a little bit of tension in the core, the sides will expand more, the belly not so much. And then one more full exhale. End of exhale, totally empty, extra puff. And then hold your breath up to 10 seconds. Lock the throat by swallowing your saliva. This also positions the tongue behind the top teeth. And if you have the lock correctly applied, you won't be able to breathe in even if you try. Try to soften the upper belly, suck in below the navel. And then tensioning the core, take a slow breath in. And slow breath out. And then one last breathing technique. Animals do it all the time. It's one of the fastest ways to switch into the parasympathetic nervous system, the relaxation response. So it looks something like this. Take a breath in. Big sigh. Ah. All together. Let's do it. Take a breath in. Ah. Closing the eyes, let your face totally relax. And notice any vibration patterns in the nervous system. Maybe you've moved some energy around in some interesting new ways. And I welcome you to join me in chanting Om once to close, bringing the hands together. Slow breath in. Thanks so much, everybody.